In this video, let us see how to build grammar checker using the Python. So this is the demo of the project that we're gonna do, where it will ask you to enter the input with the text that has the grammar error. For example, here we have the text. She don't has any information about the meeting. So this is the text which contains some grammar error. Let us see if Python correct this error. As you can see, now the grammar mistake has been corrected. She doesn't have any information about the meaning. This is the original text and this is the grammar corrected text. Let us see how to build this grammar checker with the help of the Python. Before we proceed ahead, make sure you go to the collab.research.google.com. I will provide the link of this in the description, and click on file and select a new notebook. It will open up a new notebook. Just rename your Google Colab, in this case Python grammar checker. First we have to install the necessary models. We're gonna use the language tool Python. For that, pip install language tool Python. This will install this package for us. Just give you a few minutes now. As you can see, now the tool has been installed successfully. Now we can proceed to the next step, that is import the language tool Python. So just type import language tool Python and press on shift enter to run this cell. Now we have imported. Then we have to define the tool. Tool equal to, we're gonna initialize this language tool Python dot language tool class. We're gonna call this class. Inside this, pass the parameter English. We're gonna use the US. Then I'm gonna define a function that will check the grammar of the text. The function name will be the check grammar. This will take a parameter text. Here you can define a variable matches equal to, we're gonna check the grammar of the text. Tool.check, inside that pass the text. This will check the grammar mistakes in the text. If there are any mistakes, that is if matches, then we're gonna print the number of errors found. We're gonna use the length function. After we display the number of issues, we're gonna iterate over the matches. For matching matches, we're gonna print the error. Here we are using the f string only possible over the Python 3.8. So just update your Python. We're gonna print the error. To get the error, match.error. This will return the error where the error is occurring in the text. Now let's call the function now. Before that, let's define a text. The text will be IR Kumaresan. This is a text that contains a error, right? Let us see if grammar checker can correct this. We're gonna call the function with the text that we have defined now. Let's run this file now. For the first time, it will download this model, language tool. After you download this model for once, you can run this within just a few seconds. Just give a few minutes now. So this is match.message. Replace this with message. Now run this way. As you can see, we get the possible spelling mistake found. Did you mean am or it? The correct sentence will be I am. So it successfully detects that we have made a error. IR is not possible. So if you want to see the suggested correction, let's print our suggested correction. We're gonna print match.replacements. Now rerun this cell now. As you can see, these are the possible suggestions that provide us am on 8. So the correct suggestion will be I am. So you can use the I am here. Let's also print the context where the error is occur. Let's print context. Context will be helpful when you are having the huge number of text. Match.context. When you are having huge number of text, it will highlight where the error is occur. Then we can also print the rule, match.rule ID. Let's run this cell now. Actually, here the context is not useful. Let's change the text so that we can actually find how the context is useful. The context is useful when you are having the huge number of text. Let's replace with I am Kumaresan and also add a new line. These are an example of using the Python. So the correct text will be, this is an example of using. Here we made an error. Let's see if context provides the error in this line. Here you can see that This is the context and we get the error, and these are the suggestions. This is, let's also print the correct text after the for loop. Correct text equal to tool.correct. This will correct the mistake in the grammar. Let's print our correct text. Now rerun this cell now. Before that, if no errors are found, we're gonna print no grammar mistake. As you can see, the text has been corrected. I am Kumar, and these are an example of using the Python language tool. The grammar has been corrected here. You can see that here. Let's actually take the input from the user, enter a text, and rerun this cell now. We're gonna type, she don't has any information about the meeting. The correct text will be she don't have, but we intentionally provide she don't has. Let's see if Python fixes this. As you can see, the Python fixed the grammar errors. It doesn't have any information about the meeting, and this is the text with the error. So if you want to get the text from the file, first let's define a file now. We're gonna write a file with open define grammar text.txt. We're gonna first write to the file. Then we will read the contents from the file and fix the grammar error. We're gonna open this as file. Let's write something to the file now. File.write. Inside this, the cats is playing in the fields. The correct text will be the cats are playing in the fields. I intentionally made an error, the cats is. Let's save this to a file now. If you want to save this, click on this file icon. Here we have the file that we have created. Let's create a new shell now. We're gonna read the contents from the file and pass that content to the check grammar function with open grammar text.txt. We're gonna open this in read mode. We're gonna open that file as file. Text equal to file.read. This will get all the text from the file and store it in the text variable. Let's call the check grammar function and pass the text variable and run this file now. As you can see, the text has been corrected. The cats are playing in the fields. So this is the original error line, and this is the line that has been corrected by the Python. So this is how you use a language tool Python to correct the grammar mistake in the text.